Hello, welcome. This is blockchainbloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Untitled, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that OKEx crypto exchange has suspended withdrawals of digital assets, cryptocurrencies, and actually this caused a drop in the market. This is actually a very important news. The second one I'm going to talk about is about that inflation has caused Bitcoin holders 20% over the last decade. And what it actually means, let's put it in numbers, okay? And the third news is going to be about that the Rothschilds are now buying Bitcoin. And not a massive amount, but they are entered into the game. And this is interesting because more and more investors invest in Bitcoin. Guys, if you would like to stay up to date and get the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news every weekday, then you should subscribe to this YouTube channel, Blockchain Bloom, and then click on the notification bell so you get these videos as soon as they're out. So every day from Monday to Friday, I'm putting a brand new video with the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. And you can also educate yourself with us. We have a totally free course. The link is right under the video. It's all about how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And if you would like to learn more deeper about Bitcoin and blockchain and understand the full concept, in that case, we have another course for you. The link is also under this video. And now let's check out the market, how it looks like. Okay, now this was the first news I want to talk about. But right now, we can see that Bitcoin is at $11,324, which is a 0.61% decrease. Ethereum is at $369, which is a 2.45% decrease. When we're looking at the top winners, we have definitely Filecoin at the top. You know, it was listed yesterday and Kraken, and now more exchanges saying they're going to list it. So actually now it's going up 119% in 24 hours. Very nice. We have Wave 6%. We have OKEx 3%. Yeah. And then when we're looking at the losers, we have Airwave 21% down, Aave 21% down, and the Near Protocol 16%. Actually, Aave, yeah, whatever you say it. Okay, and now it's time to check out the first news, and this is announcement on OKEx Twitter account, and it's right now pinned to the top, that withdrawals of digital assets, cryptocurrencies on OKEx are currently suspended. Other functions are up and running. Your funds and assets are safe and not affected. That's what they're saying, and we sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. Further announcement will be made. And it's a very interesting thing. So what happened actually? What they say is basically that the exchange said that they're out of touch with one of the key holders, and therefore preventing the associated authorization from being completed, okay? So OKEx plans to resume digital assets withdrawals immediately once the key holder is able to authorize the transaction. And if that's the truth behind it, it's also very scary. Here I have found another article that Leo Weiss, the president of the Bitcoin Association of Hong Kong, said that one person sits in China holding the key to an entire offshore cryptocurrency exchange is probably the most surprising thing about this year. I learned that customers don't demand transparency about the key management. It comes in at the close second, though. Yes, so this is very interesting. So imagine there's like multi-signs, and then there is one person who just cannot do that, and therefore this whole exchange withdrawal is suspended. And OKEx, it's a huge one, right? It's one of the big exchanges, and obviously Because of this, the cryptocurrency market felt it as well, and Bitcoin nearly dropped 3% to this news, and OKEx native token, OKB, has crashed 15%. Another interesting thing is that hours before the announcement, an on-chain transaction monitoring service, Veil Alert, noted several large transfers between OKEx and unknown wallets. Outgoing transfer was 1,180 Bitcoin, worth of $13.6 million, $50 million worth of Tron, TRX, and 50 million Tron token, right? And it's worth of $1.3 million. And we have also 21,000 Ether. And this in a 6-hour period. So it can be a coincidence, but we know these recent, hacks, what happened. So it can be a hack. So for some reason, they suspended now the withdraw day doing things. What they announced is that they basically, as we can see here, waiting for a key holder. And as soon as that person is back in the game, then everything will just continue. Okay, or worst case scenario is something happening now, the exchange, and they just exit scam. So, which is very important, in my opinion, is that you really shouldn't hold your funds, your crypto on exchanges. Use them to trade, but then keep it in your offline wallet. Because if something like this happened and you have your crypto on the exchange, now you don't know for how long you cannot withdraw it. And maybe if you're lucky, then everything works out and you can withdraw it again. But then it should be a sign, a warning signal for you that don't do that, because with centralized exchanges, you can be in danger. Don't get me wrong, this is not a no KYC exchange. They do that, but as you can see, as a centralized thing, so many things can happen to it. Many authorities now after centralized crypto exchanges. So it can happen anytime to any exchange that they have to suspend something for a while. And then you cannot use really your crypto. You cannot withdraw it. Okay, so this is the first news. And actually a little bit it shook the market. The second one I wanted to talk about is that the fiat inflation, talking about the US dollar basically, has cost Bitcoin holders 20% over the past decade. And, the good thing is, when you put it in Bitcoin instead of a dollar, since 2010, inflation has turned $1 to 84 cents, okay? Approximately. With $1 investment in Bitcoin back in 2010, you could have made 274,000 US dollar. So those who kept it in cash, we could see that the purchase value of it decreased, as it keep decreasing all time. If you just look back where the Fed started back in 1913, since that, the purchase value of the dollar is just decreasing. And obviously decreased in the last 10 years, in the last decade. And if you invested in Bitcoin, then it went up a lot. However, this article came out on the 2nd of October, so it's not really the current price. Back then, here in the article, the Bitcoin price was at $10,466. We do know that now it's like 11,300 something. But if we compare it to this one, and the rate is going to be the same, would mean that whatever Bitcoin you have, it turns into $8,770 in the purchase value price back in 2010 when we're looking at the dollar, right? So even it looks like it's great how much Bitcoin went up, but we compare it to the dollar, right? So we always tell how much is a Bitcoin in US dollar. And even if it's now 10,000 and we still refer to the dollar like, $1 kind of thing, then it's actually we have to calculate with the inflation. And if we're looking at the purchase value of the dollar, then this Bitcoin is actually worth now, 10 years later, rather 8,770 US dollar. So this is very interesting that we have to keep in mind that one reason could be why Bitcoin price will go up in US dollar when the US dollar will keep inflating, and just imagine hyperinflation. What will that cause? So there's, one reason when the price goes up, it's also that. But when we're looking at this, how much it went up since 2010, this is a crazy number, right? We're talking about one single US dollar, and this is actually amazing. And when when we're looking at the trend, how Bitcoin is doing, is if it continues like this, then we can forget about inflation, right? Whatever happens to the dollar, yes, it will affect a little bit the Bitcoin price, the purchase value of it, but because it's growing so dramatically, and it has grown over the years, and if it continues, even if it's not in that speed, but just like going up nicely, then of course, no problem, no question. Bitcoin, it's a good investment. Talking about Bitcoin, and the third news is coming up. And the third one is that Rothschilds buy actually Bitcoin. And we can see that the Rothschild Investment Corporation has bought not a lot, 27 Bitcoin in a stock from Grayscale's GBTC. And the report says that the holdings are 1.4 billion in asset, and with 235,000 US dollar of its now holding in Bitcoin. So obviously they put a very small portion of it, but altogether, when we're talking about the Rothschilds, that they are really one of the old dinosaurs on the market, one of the big guys. And we reached that level that even they willing to invest in Bitcoin. Maybe it's just, one client, they have so many banks and everything. But the news is great because we can see that more and more institutional investors, more and more companies put money in Bitcoin, invest in Bitcoin. In yesterday's video, I showed you the Grayscale report of the third quarter, and you could see the reason their portfolio went up so much. It's purely because they invest in cryptocurrencies, not just Bitcoin, mainly Bitcoin, but they have, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, and so on and so forth. So a couple of these crypto assets. And now it looks like that the big investors realize that we shouldn't really ignore crypto. We shouldn't go all in. Be careful. Do the old things what we have done so far, but definitely put some percentage in it, and we'll see how it works, because when we're looking at the last 10, 11 years since Bitcoin is out, Bitcoin performed extremely well, and now there are so many great other cryptocurrency projects too. Okay guys, that's it for today. If you like the content, then smash the like button, highly appreciate it. And if you would like to stay up to date in cryptocurrency and the blockchain, then the only thing you should do, subscribe to this YouTube channel, blockchainbloom, and hit the notification bell so you get these videos as soon as they're out. I put them on YouTube every weekday from Monday to Friday. Every day you're getting a fresh new video. And you can educate yourself with us, down on the link, down is the link. You can find our free course, how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And we have another great major course to really understand blockchain and Bitcoin. The link is also down there. I wish you a great weekend. Obviously, I'm coming back on Monday with the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. Have a good one. Bye-bye.